What is going on, guys? Jadix here, and welcome. I almost said Minecraft here, and that just would have been silly. But welcome back to our new kingdom, where today, first things first, I'm going to update you guys on this. I changed the design ever so slightly to only be 8 wide, so it's about as long as one water stream, so I didn't waste extra hoppers. And I'm kind of glad I did that, because now 2 fit side by side here, and I can mirror them with the second one ending on this block, which kind of sucks, because this corner I'm going to be turning into glass panes. I'm going to put 2 layers of glass panes all the way around the circle, and then another 2 layers of stone, smooth stone on top of that. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for a roof. Might dome it in glass, but I'm not sure. So yeah, this is now times 2, basically. It's doing okay. Not all of this is from AFKing, unfortunately. I did take down the sugarcane farm that was over there just to keep all the sugarcane in one place. So that added about a stack to each one of these. So, I mean, it's not doing too bad, I'll say. I mean, about 3 stacks per thing. But I AFK'd for multiple hours last night while just watching some Netflix, and, well, that's all that did. And I actually started the process of smelting all these by making this tiny super smelter, and we actually don't have a ton left to smelt. We have plenty of kelp blocks, that's empty, but then we have all of this dried kelp. So all of that stuff I'm going to be gathering up after the video and just plopping it all in here so we have plenty of fuel to fuel these furnaces in the future, because that's all going to be glass. Now, 43 blocks should smelt us. It's gonna smelt us all of this, actually. Because 4 blocks is 1 entire stack plus a little bit more. So there's that. So that should be all good for the rest of the video. But today's project is we're going to be filling in all of the white concrete, which I went and gathered up a ton more gravel from the nether. So we have plenty of white concrete. Okay, that confused me for a second. I'm like, I know I've got more white concrete, and it's because I spent forever at this concrete maker last night. So, yeah, we have almost a full inventory of concrete and 2 rotten flesh, which aren't really going to be used for, anything. But, we've got them. We've got the stuffs. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all the way across. Let's just try and keep ourselves even with this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's going to go all the way across to that way. So let's just do that. And it should be the exact same on all the other sides as well. I actually need torches because I'm so low on things like coal. I've only got like 9 coal blocks left, and I'm going to need torches to be lighting up this area. I'm going to keep that dirt there for now just to kind of help me out with telling me where the center is. Okay, let's see here. And I'm going to do the same thing with glass panes and stone on this one as well. I think that's just going to look cool from the outside. I would just do glass, but I kind of want to give it a little bit of depth when it comes to looking at it from the outside of the base. And I also, I don't want to be falling off here anymore. I'm kind of sick of that. What is that squid doing? It's spinning. I think it's something to do with the sea kelp, honestly. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 should be correctamundo. 2 on either side, 2 on either side. So there's going to be 2 on either side on these ones as well. So let's at least get the outline filled in. What was with the cave sounds? That's weird. There's a lot of stone here, but this isn't a cave, my dude. This is my house, kind of. My house is actually going to be going right there. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to build it yet, or what style I'm going to build it in, and I'm still not used to the actual pressing of the numbers when it comes to changing where, I am. I made another diamond pickaxe, and I put one of the mending books on this diamond shovel along with silk touch. I'm running dangerously low on emeralds, however, which is, yeah, that's definitely a thing. Alright, let's see if I can get 7 over here. So let's see, this is the very middle, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to go straight back on one of these ones. And it looks like it is going to add up to be 2 on either side again, which is really nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that adds up perfectly. I like it a lot. I like it when things add up and I don't have to change anything. Could you imagine if I built this entire platform wrong? I'd probably just cry a little bit. It would be absolutely awful. Okay, we have so much white concrete. We actually have a lot more than I think we're gonna need. Yeah, we have a ton more than I'm gonna need, now that I think about it, which is good, because, I mean, we're going to need white concrete for probably a lot of things in this base. It's just about the whitest block you can have, so it looks really, really nice. Other than quartz, actually. Well, quartz isn't completely white. Quartz actually has a texture to it now, which is a little unfortunate, because I personally like the quartz blocks, but they're really hard to gather up, considering, you know, the Nether and me, we aren't friends. I still haven't made a room either in the Nether. I really gotta do that. And I think I gotta put Silk Touch on a pickaxe as well, just to gather up plain stone instead of cobblestone. Oh, bit of lag there. Because it's costing us a lot of resources in the fuel section of things to smelt all the cobblestone into stone, and then all the stone into smooth stone. So if we could just cut that in half, that would be so wonderful, because I'm kinda running dangerously low on the coal end, which is gonna desperately be needed just for torches, really. I could start a tree farm somewhere and just use oak logs to get charcoal, but that's just a lot more work than I want to do. The sea kelp super smelter, even though it's not super, it's not exactly super, it's really small, but it works. A double chest is all we really need at one time, so I guess that's not too bad. Fill those 3. I said I was going to make an automatic farm underwater for the sea kelp. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to keep it all manually done by me. The reason being is I'm going to have to, you know, there's going to have to be redstone under there, which means I have to make a complete, whatever it's called, a complete circuit under the water, which means I have to make a, basically a box that doesn't have water in it, which is going to be really annoying, kind of, even though I could just fill it with sand. I don't want to use sponges, even though I have 3 of them, because if I end up using sponges, I could ruin the water that isn't in the little box, which would, you know, suck, because if I ruin the water, then I'm just not going to be happy, because it looks so nice. I don't like the dirt that's over there. I still need to fix that by putting glass all around the structure, which I don't even really want to do, but I kind of have to now, because I was stupid enough to put kelp there, and I forgot that kelp, when it grows, makes wherever it grows, all water source blocks, which flow out in different directions, unfortunately. They aren't going to stay aligned with the wall that I built at the bottom, so, well, we played ourselves there, didn't we? Unfortunately. But I don't think it'll look too bad with blue glass. Now, it's got to be blue glass instead of blue glass panes, which is really unfortunate, because of the way the circle is. I could, I guess, technically speaking, make it glass panes if I modified the circle a little bit by adding, like, extra bits on the corners here. Like, this one would be fine, this corner, but this corner would not. I would need a block there, I'd need a block here, 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 so on and so forth, but it would have to be on the outside, because there's already water down there. So it would just end up pushing the water upwards, and then I'd just kind of be a little screwed, because it would flood literally everywhere. What did I just pick up? Oh, that had to have been a torch. And we have 1 torch to take care of in this section. I think this is going to look really good when it comes to the farmlands. I'm going to use stone slabs for the light, because I'm going to hang up the stone slabs over the crops, and then I think I'm going to hang lanterns from it, because I think that's just going to look better than torches laying around all over the place. Not to mention, lanterns can hang from the ceiling. Yeah, torches can't do that. I'll need a solid block just chilling there for them to be sitting on. But with half slabs, it takes up half the space, and I just think it looks a lot better. Now, I will need to make sure to light this up a lot, because if I don't light this up, they can now, well, they can spawn here anyway, because the slabs are top slabs, so they can spawn on the tops of them. If they were the bottom slabs, they couldn't, they wouldn't be able to do that, but unfortunately they can. Looks like the sun's going down already, wow. And we've just about got this done. We only have a couple more this row left, and then the outside ring as well, around the outside there, like, you know, on the other side basically. And then just a couple in there to make the middle part a little more rounded off. But we are going to have to go to bed because I don't want anything spawning here. Because if something spawns and blows up, creeper, because, yeah, if a creeper blows up, I'm just not going to be happy, because it's not going to be an easy fix. I mean, it might be an easy fix, depending on how big the hole is, but I just really don't want to fix anything if I can avoid it. You know what I mean? Alright, look at my bread. Taking a nap with my bread pillow. Okay, onwards. We still have a lot of clay. Or, it's not clay, concrete, that's it. I've never used clay either in any build ever in Minecraft, actually, now that I think about it. Which is kind of surprising considering how long it's been in the game. And I've also never used terracotta. I've used, not clay, but I've used bricks. I guess that counts somewhat for the clay thing. But now there's that, you know, the colored clay, which I haven't used whatsoever. And then there's terracotta, which I've also never used. This is my first time using any kind of concrete in any build. So, I think it looks nice, though. The problem is it takes so much gravel and so much sand. And then so many bones, actually. Or flowers, whatever flower makes the white color. I'm not sure which one that is. Okay, so I believe... I don't know if it's 2. It might actually be 3 out. I will have to go and check that in a second. Alright, is it 3 out from the center? Because I think it's 3. But I don't want to place them and build the whole thing and find out that it doesn't line up. Yeah, it's 3 blocks. Oh, I'm glad we checked that. Because that would have been awful if the whole thing just didn't add up. Well, I mean, it would add up, but if we looked at it from a map, it wouldn't be the exact same, which is kind of what we're going for here. Except it's going to look different with all the stuff on the top, which is kind of the goal. I will keep the middle piece of dirt there for now, just to tell me where the exact middle is. But that will not be staying there forever. Random bit of 18 pieces there. Okay, so that's the middle block. Now we have to go around the outside as well, get that out of here. Fill up our inventory as best we can. We'll fill in those completely, because that's not even part of the circle. This is all part of the circle. So if we go around like this, and then like that, I'm not gonna put extra bits, I don't think, like in that corner, because I didn't do that with the bottom one. But I did do more than one, so I'm gonna go around here twice. Okay, so oh, nope, that one's gotta be destroyed. So far, I think this is looking pretty good. I want to make a second map. Not sure how well that one's going to work out for me, but it could end up working out. It always freaks me out when it changes directions, because that's where you really can mess up with how you place them. But I think it worked well. Everything's at least 1 block from a corner, which I think is how it's supposed to be. Which is nice. Alright, so let's do this one. This is going to use up a lot more white concrete than I thought it was going to, actually. Which is fine, we have plenty for this build. I just spent like an hour last night literally just chopping down clay, which sucked, but I mean, I guess you gotta go AFK somehow, and I guess that's a good way to do it. So we have plenty of sugarcane, which is going to allow us to get plenty of emeralds in the future, which we desperately need now that that guy is selling books with mending on it. We need 32 emeralds per book. That's half a stack of emeralds, which is a lot of emeralds, but I mean, they're villagers. They could ask whatever price they want, and I'll probably end up paying for it, because mending is a really, really useful enchantment. Don't know what I'm putting mending on next is the problem, because I have one more book with mending on it, because I put one on my shovel already, but I don't know if I want it on a sword or a pickaxe. A pickaxe would probably be the smarter move, because that'll allow me to mine for more materials, But then a sword would also be a smart move. But I don't have many enchantments for a sword, like extra enchanted books. All I have currently is Sharpness 3, which I prefer Sharpness over Smite, honestly, because Sharpness works on every mob, while Smite only does more damage to undead mobs, so basically just skeletons, zombies, well, I guess drowned now as well. Possibly wither skeletons, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. And, well, other than that, that's it. So you can see why I would want Sharpness 5 instead of Smite 5, because Sharpness will do more damage against any mob in the game. So that includes Phantoms, Witches, the Pillagers, anything I might need help killing. Enderman is another one. They are not considered an undead mob, I'm pretty sure. And Enderman I'm actually going to need to be killing soon, because I really got to get this Ender Dragon done with. I have to kill him so I can get my Elytra. And, it's just going to be so much nicer having Elytra. Imagine being able to fly up here. That would just be awesome. So this is where my house is going to be, basically, in the middle. And then I'm going to have some kind of crop, some kind of crop, some kind of crop, some kind of crop. Make sense? Yeah. And then this building here in the middle not only is going to dub as my house, but it's going to be the storage system for all of the crops, I think. Unless I put them in chests alongside here, which I could do. I could put like a double chest, double chest, double chest, double chest, and just put them lengthwise instead of, a double chest here instead of a double chest here, like I'm going to do with my main storage system over that way. Now, the next thing we have to do for this project is going to be dirt. Yeah, we don't have a lot of dirt. Actually, we don't have enough dirt to even fill in one of those sections. We're going to need at least, I think, like 12 stacks of dirt. So that's going to be a ton of things that we, on the to-do list. Okay, so the hopper's finally emptying. That chest is empty. We have a ton of dried kelp. And we still have, wow, 38 things. There's 1, 2, so we're probably going to have about 25 left after that, maybe? Yeah, I think 25 is a good number. So let's put all this back. We don't need any of this anymore. There we go. Wow, we have almost 9 stacks still. That's pretty good. On top of all of this sand and all of this gravel, which I spent a little while gathering the gravel from the bottom part of the whatever it's called in the nether. I think that looks pretty good, though. Next big project is going to be dirt, of course, because we need to get these 4 crops over here. We're going to have beetroot. I'm starting to gather up the beetroot seeds, because we're going to need, if we need 12 stacks of dirt, we're going to need probably a good 10 stacks, maybe, of beetroot seeds, excluding where the water streams are going to be. We need a bunch of potatoes. We are almost there on potatoes, actually. A bunch of carrots. We're almost there on carrots. And a bunch of wheat seeds. And we are very close on the wheat seeds front. So by the time we get all the dirt gathered up and put in there, we should have enough of everything except for maybe beetroot. However, I just filled this up yesterday. I finally got enough beetroots to fill up one entire thing. So now I'm getting over a stack of seeds, basically, per time of harvesting this. So if I really grind it out, we can have beetroot as well. One thing I need to do as well is I need to gather up more of this stuff, the sea kelp, because that's going to be our main fuel source, I think. And now this took a lot more iron than I thought. I don't have any more iron, I'm pretty sure. I think I've only got like 3 pieces left. And that's not enough iron for a whole nother one because it takes way too many hoppers. Let's see, I have, wow, do I have any iron left? I have iron ingots. I'm not entirely sure I have any iron left. Guys, I'm completely out of iron. That's right, I used my last 3 pieces to make that axe, I think. Well, guys, we're completely out of iron now, and, yeah, so we need to definitely go on a mining session. Which I think we're going to be doing a lot more of that in the podcast this week, because I like to mine during the podcast. So hopefully you guys tune in for that and just have a listen to see what we talk about. That comes out on Sundays, but we film it tomorrow. I record 2 videos on Saturdays. We record the podcast and whatever video I end up uploading, which I don't know what I'm uploading tomorrow, honestly. I really don't. I might end up gathering up enough dirt to finish out that project, and then I'll just, you know, plant all the stuff, or I might build my house. I'm not sure. Now, along with these, we're going to have similar style automatic farms for a couple other things. One of them being melons and one of them being pumpkins, because those are going to allow us to trade with the farmers. Now, the other one, the only other two things you can really automate, I believe, are bamboo and, well, sea kelp. But sea kelp is under there, and I don't want to automate that because I don't want to ruin the water. So I think I'm just going to leave the sea kelp to gather manually. But I also don't really want to be planting a ton of bamboo. I don't know what the heck bamboo's going to do for us other than making, you know, scaffolding. But we really don't need scaffolding because, well, we really don't. We built this whole thing, structure in the air, with no scaffolding, and we only died a handful of times. So that's pretty good. There's another squid out there stuck in the sea kelp. Poor guy. So, yeah, I don't know if we're going to make a bamboo farm, or I might, just might, take this a section and just make a super smelter. I might line smelters up along the wall, glass here, and then just make a super smelter area in one of the quadrants, which might be a better idea considering how much sea kelp we're going to have. That's something to think about, but I think for now, that's all we kind of have time for. Let's go ahead and look over this, because I like the staircase as well, by the way. The staircase looks nice. Unfortunately, the whites don't quite match up. But that is all we have for this video, and I don't know what we're going to be doing tomorrow, honestly. We're going to be doing something, and if we can get at least one dirt thing filled in, we'll plant one of the crops. Probably wheat, because I think wheat is all we have enough of right now, but if I work hard tonight in gathering all the resources, we could really plant anything, maybe other than, of course, the beetroot, because I don't have too much of that just yet. But I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Peace!